Hello and welcome back everyone to my channel. So today we have started on the Temporis server and I will tell you everything about it, at least everything that I know so far. So this will be the first part of a series that I will be doing on the Temporis server. Obviously I still have the Abyssal Quest series that I am doing, but that one will be slowed down by the Temporis because the Temporis only takes about 2 months and I want to get as far as I can in those 2 months. So first of all, I made a craft. I pre-registered on the Temporis 6. But I figured out like you can switch and go to another server, so I went to 5 because most of you guys seem to be on this server, so I made a character over here. My name is Silent Knight. Like on a normal server you can add me, we can like group up, do things together, because to do this alone it will be very hard. So if you go to the bottom right here, there is like a Temporis progression, and you will see here some kind of battle pass. From now on I'm just gonna call it a battle pass because I don't know if there's like an official name for it, but you guys will understand. So just like last year, the way you can progress in the battle pass is by gathering Tempokens, and these will grant you items that will help you in-game in the Temporis. And also there are some items, for example this pet. The pet actually gives stats on the Temporis, but once the Temporis is over, this item will be transferred over to the normal Dofus, but it will be a ceremonial item and it won't give stats or anything. You can just equip it for looks. And just like last year you can get the scrolls, emotes, candies. I think you can get Dofuses, not all of them. I think there will be other ways to get those. And there's Dominax over here. There's some cool looking outfit. I think there's no Okradofus. Last year I think we had Okradofus and Ice Dofus, but those are not in it right now, so maybe there's other ways to get those. So the way to get the tokens is very simple. There's a section over here with the achievements. On the bottom there's Temporis achievements. These are basically just like the regular achievements. They don't give achievement points. If you want to get achievement points you have to actually do the regular achievements. Those give points. But the Temporis ones don't. But they will give you the tokens and you need those to progress in the battle pass. So how do you actually level your character? Because it seems like you don't get XP. So the way it works is you can fight monsters, obviously for achievement points, but they drop resources and cards. The cards have a very small drop rate. I think it's like 5%, so you have to actually grind to get those. But like this is the first one I have dropped and it gives 50 initiative. I don't know yet how it works exactly. I will figure that out in a couple of minutes and I will explain it to you as well. But these cards are necessary to level up your character. So if you go down to professions, if you did the tutorial, your jeweler will be now level 2. And you see here that you can craft cards. So this card gives 8 power and you need 1 iron and 1 nettles to craft it as a jeweler. So there's like different things. I think if you level with professions you can probably craft more cards. So you can get the cards from crafting, you can get the cards from fighting monsters. There's probably more ways, but we have to figure that out later. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna figure out how I craft this. There's some kind of Ecaflip city where I have to go, I think. So I will try to figure that out and I will get back to you in a second. So there's one more thing I want to mention before going to the Ecaflip city. Like, I tried to gather some materials to craft the cards, and when you go to your inventory there's a section over here with Ecaflip cards. So if you go to the section above here, you can see every card that you have gotten so far. So I went to get some iron to craft one of the cards that I can get with my level 2 jeweler, and I got this box. So I think that's new just for the Temporis. So I'm just gonna open this, and my miner just went to level 5. So leveling professions is actually quicker than normally. I think there's just a small chance you can get those boxes, like you don't get them every time, and I got 10 iron of it. So I think, yeah. So if you go to the recipes and you can just scroll down and you see what you need to get certain cards. For example, this is like a level 77 card that you can craft with Taylor that gives 200 initiative, and you need all of these resources to get it. So some cards are pretty hard to get, especially when you first start. At lower levels this is gonna be pretty tough, but once you progress through the game, I'm pretty sure it gets easier and easier. So this one gives 50 vitality, so I think on earlier levels this one is gonna be pretty good. You need a level 15 handyman for it, 14 iron, 21 nettles and 7 purple peewee feathers. So there's obviously a lot of more cards. I'm gonna craft this one in a second. And yeah, so we just have to figure everything out and see where we can go. So this one is special. If you get this card, if you craft it, or maybe you can drop it as well, you get a temporary spell. So the spell has 3 AP, has 3 to 5 range, no line of sight. You can cast it once a turn. It says it applies a diamond state to an ally and repels entities adjacent to them by 1 cell. It's quite interesting. I wonder what kind of spells they add more to the game. There's a lot of recipes, obviously. Like, these are only the recipes that you can craft with iron. There's probably like thousands more recipes, and I think I read something about some recipes I have like a secret recipe. Yeah, so let's figure out how to get to the Ecaflip city, what we can do there, and I will be right back to you. Alright, so we have just arrived to a Zap, and it seems like at every Zap there's a special NPC, and if you talk to it, it will take you to the Ecaflip city for 20 cat tokens. I don't think I had any tokens as far as I know. Wait. So I actually had. I think you start out with some of the tokens. So I'm now in Ecaflip city. So let's go to the map, see how it looks. Oh, okay. So like this is all I can see right now. There's probably more. So let's just have a look around and see what we can find. Alright, so in this room you can play like a game. You can put 5 different Ecaflip cards onto the table. And the order in which they are placed makes no difference, they must simply be different. Once you've played your cards, Ecaflip's magic effect, and you will receive a defined price as soon as possible. But that's not all. Keep track of your card combinations and share them with your friends, because the same cards will always earn you the same price. So let's say, I'm just gonna assume something right here. If you do some kind of combination with cards and you get the Dofus, I think it's possible, not sure, just putting it out there. If you use that same combination again, there's a 100% chance you get the Dofus again. So you can share that, you can maybe sell it to one of those French guys in recruitment chat that are actually spamming all the time. And so there's a lot of things you can do here. So let's just click here, see what happens. So obviously I don't have 5 cards, but you can place the cards over here and you can probably press play and then get a reward. So I wonder how that will be when we actually have enough cards to do that. So let's go here, see what's here. I don't know, I'll go get them right away. Seems like there's nothing special over here, so let's go the other way. Alright, I think I just killed myself. I talked to an NPC and went into a fight. Oh lord. Okay, so it seems like I got a special spell. So it seems to be like some kind of race. I actually placed a bet on the blue larva. There's only one spell I have. I can just cast it on the blue larva every turn and it will advance forwards. So it's some kind of race. Right now the green larva is winning. I can just cast it every turn and hopefully I win. Let's see. I lost, so the yellow one won. I don't think I lost like anything. Oh, so it actually cost me 20 tokens to play. So I actually lost my, I lost my 20 tokens. So there's ways to get tokens. Obviously if you go to the battle pass again, you get the tokens when you gain 10 tokens, and you can use those tokens to like gamble. So let's talk to this NPC. You can buy soul stones here. I don't know what you can do with those yet. Maybe you can do the Dofus quest. And what does, oh, so wait. Let's talk to this guy. Exchange. What happens when I do this? Like, nothing. So this NPC actually sells items that you can use for crafting and exploration items for Sophoclia. So let's go down even more. So this NPC also sells items, like, seems like you can just play games over here, buy items for crafting. So I'm just gonna try to figure out where I can craft cards. Alright, so I actually didn't really find anything in Ecaflip City yet that I can use right now. So this guy believes in himself. He wants to do count. Pretty sure he will not be able to do that right now. So I went to the jeweler workshop in Astrup, and right now I can craft this card. And so let's go to my inventory. So now I have this card. Like, I don't really know how to actually activate it because it doesn't give me power. So we'll have to figure that out in the long run. Until now, this is everything that I know so far. The upcoming weeks I will be playing Temporis pretty much every day. If you want to join me, add me, give me a private message. We can play together, I can help people out. I will give you guys a quick summary of everything that I know so far. So, first of all, you will not be able to level your character by fighting monsters. The only way to level your character is with the card system. And like I said, I walked around the Ecaflip city. Didn't quite figure out yet how to use those cards to level up. But what I'm gonna do right now is gather a bunch of cards, and then I will try to figure out how to use those cards. I will make a separate video on the card system. That will be the next video. Hopefully it will be out soon to let you guys all know how to actually level your character. But that's how it works. Grinding monsters is good because you will get the resources. With the resources you can craft the cards. You can also drop the cards from monsters. And like I said, you need those cards. Those are the key factor to leveling your character. And of course you can go to, like I said, I call it the battle pass. You can progress here by gathering the 10 tokens and also get rewards and the cat token. Like you just saw in the Ecaflip city, you need those cat tokens to be able to like play games and gamble with those NPCs and win rewards. And obviously you can get those by doing the Temporis achievements. There's just one thing I want to mention, like these achievements actually say you have to do a challenge against monsters. I think challenges will only be available when you reach level 10 on your character. So that's why I think like the first 10 levels will be hard. I think after that it will get easier. So if you are new to the Temporis, don't give up right away. I think it will be easier when you get to those higher levels, because you can grind the achievements, you can get the rewards quicker, you can probably get the cards quicker, and when you figure out like what cards you need to get certain rewards, it will definitely become easier. So there's one other tip that I want to give you, like if you keep an eye on the chat, like obviously you will notice that it's all French people, but there is like people that put like the recipes in the chat, and you can just screenshot them for yourself, save them for later, so you know like the recipes for those cards. So for example, like this guy has a card that gives 2 damage, and I don't think, like he's selling the recipe for 300 kamas. So you can drop the card yourself if you go to the encyclopedia, and you will see which monsters actually drop the card. And sometimes like people actually share the recipe for the card they have. Like this one for example, like the previous one didn't have a recipe, so you can only drop it, and this one you probably cannot drop it, but it has a recipe, so you can just see here like what you need to craft it. So keep an eye on the chat, and yeah, so you can probably use that in your advantage for later on. So that's it for this video. I hope I gave you guys like enough information to start out, get your first cards, figure out like how you want to level. I think professions is one of the main ways to actually start out, and like I said, don't give up right away. Once you get to those higher levels, it will become easier, I'm pretty sure of that. And I will be playing for the upcoming days and trying to figure out how to actually use the cards to level up, and that will be in my next video. And if you guys want to stay updated, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, and you will be notified when my next video drops. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, see ya.